All right, here we go. Lesson on 3.3, simulating probability. Today we are going to be using random generators to predict the future probability. All right, so the first thing we're going to be doing is learning how to write a rule. Then you will be using a random generator and that rule, and you will be doing the probability of that particular, whatever it's asking for. All right, so three different things here. I'll go through an example doing that precise thing over on the right. So here we go. First of all, how do we write a rule? Well, you have to have a probability of success or failure to get going on this problem. Sometimes you will know what that probability is. Sometimes they'll give it to you, like a hint. So let's say they give you a probability of success in this problem of 27%. Okay, and that is our probability of success. What is our rule going to be then? So what we say then is 0 to 26 will be a success. Now you could also say 1 to 27 will be a success. All right? Then we have a probability of the rest, and that would be failure. So what is the rest of 27? Well, if I do 100 minus 27, I get 73. So 73% failure rate. So what is that rule going to be? 27. Why 27? Because I pick up from where I left off to the end of the road, 99. Because that's the highest percentage you can get, right? All right, you could use, notice I'm using here, let me highlight, so there's my rule. So I could say 1 to 27 and then 27 to 100 as another possibility. But I would say stick between 0 and 99 because those are nice two-digit numbers. All right? Then you're going to go to a website called random.org. And there's a link to this website in your Schoology. It takes you straight to here. And in this random number generator, you get to decide how many numbers do you need, from what number to what number will you be using to conduct your trials, and then how many columns do you want it formatted in. And I'm going to set that up and show you how I set that up for this example here in just a bit. But here again, besides how many total numbers do I need, usually you take the number of trials times the number in each trial, and that tells you how many total. 0 to 99 are your numbers, 1 to, or you could go 1 to 100. And then finally, again, select the columns. So those are the three things that you need to determine in random.org. Copy down your numbers on the sheet, highlight on your paper the successes or the failures, whichever is the smaller group, and then answer the probability question. All right, that's basically how it works. It's a little bit complex, clunky getting into it, but here we go. We have a new antibiotic, and we're going to test this on groups of 6. Run 10 trials. Previously, when we did this on mice or cockroaches or whatever it is we were testing it on, we had a rate of 62%. So the first thing to do is establish what's my rule. So 62%, 0 to 61 is a success. Yay! 62 to 99 was a fail. All right, now I'm going to go to random.org. And there it is. Okay, I have a total of 60. I'm going to do 0 to 99. So change those numbers out. And again, I want 6 columns. All right, click on Get Numbers. And then here would be the numbers I would copy down in my homework. Every time you run this, by the way, it's going to give you a new set of random numbers. So these numbers here on my screen and the ones that I've copied down when I created this sheet are different. Let's just use these so that we all work on the same numbers with our first example. All right. After you have done that, you want to copy down the numbers and you want to highlight the successes and answer the probability question. So here we are. So I'm highlighting, in this case, all my failures. My failures is a smaller list. And you can see I've already highlighted some of them. But all the kids that don't succeed with the antibiotic. And so they need another round of antibiotics to fight off this infection. All right. Whoops, I missed one there. 71. It's probably good to write down some numbers at this point before you start answering the questions. So in my first trial, I had 2 fails. Again, I could have done the successes, but it's just a smaller list. So I've got 3, and in my fourth, I've got none. Yay, they all recovered. In my fourth trial, I have 1, 2, 3. Fifth trial, I got 2. Sixth trial, I got 2. Seventh trial, I got 4. Eighth trial, I got 2. Ninth trial, I got all 6. And the 10th trial, I got 1. All right, so we see how many failed in each one. What was the overall probability of success? Failures? Well, the first thing I notice is let's add these up. 2 plus 3, plus 3 plus 2, plus 2 plus 4 plus 2 plus 6, plus 1. I get 26. Hopefully you get the same thing. I'm just adding them up again. Yep, 26. Okay, all right. So I have 26 fails, and we have 60 total number of students, and which means that my success rate was 26 minus 60 is 34 60ths. So again, I took 60 minus 26 to get 34. All right, that's the overall. Now, sometimes questions can get a little tricky and say things like, all right, find the probability that more than 3 are sick in a group of 6. So I want more than 3 sick. So I look back at my chart, I say, where are there groups that have more than 3? Nope. Oh, there's one. And nope, and there's another one. So it looks like I have 2. According to my charts, 2 out of 10. So I have 1 out of 5. Hey. All right. Best of luck as you do the homework problems. They're going to ask you things like, first of all, set up some rules. Number 1. Number 2, you have to conduct an experiment. You're going to get numbers over here, and these numbers will be different from everybody else's numbers, so you won't be able to necessarily check, though your answers should be close to each other's that you get. Okay? Number 4, we all should get number 3, we all should get the same answers because they ask us to use a set of numbers. And most of us will probably have the same rules. Number 4, again, you're going to get your own numbers. Decide what's the numbers, what rule will be making a basket, what will be missing the basket. All right. Turn that in, and hopefully you have mastered how to do a simulation.